In this video, we're going to walk through the abilities of the MEs on the MLS-X1 and what you can do with them to enhance your production. So to start with, you get up to 4 ME processor modules within your MLS-X1 frame. Each ME processor module has 8 outputs available to you, and it also has 8 keys which can be arranged in any of those 8 outputs. We'll walk through some of those modes now. In standard ME mode, we utilise 4 of the 8 outputs. The other 4 are left available and might be used if we choose to split the ME processor module, which we might do later on. Multi-program mode allows you to utilise all 8 of those outputs and gives you some additional program outputs, which we can amend in the next menu. And multi-program 2, which our program preview is in today, also gives you a sub background bus. That's like an extra background bus, which you can use for any purpose. You might link it to your main one, you might choose not to. It's essentially an extra AB bus to play with. In the program config menu, we can choose exactly which of our 8 keys, or up to 8, depending on your ME config, are available on which program. So taking a look at ME2 program 1 and 2 on the screen here, we can see that ME2 program 1 has the live TV bug in the top right corner, and ME2 program 2 doesn't. That's sitting on key 3. So over on the menu on ME2 program 2, I've removed key 3 by unticking it. I could also remove some other keys as well if I chose to, and you'll see they vanish instantly. There's no setup change required, it's just a push button, and that can be changed within a macro should you need to as well. The background on all of these is just the clean program, though we could use a utility bus for the same purpose. Coming down to program preview, which is in multi-program 2 mode, we can see that program 2 has the sub-clean as a background. For the purposes of this, I've linked those together, so you'll see at the bottom of the screen program 1 and program 2. Though there's a small substitution set up so that when we take ME2, the sub background bus takes ME2 program 2, which doesn't have the live TV bug. That's a really quick and easy way to create a second program that we could record or archive without any of the live branding should the channel need to repeat it. And I haven't had to think about that as an operator. The desk is just doing that for me in the background. Should I want to remove other keys from that program, I can do so in exactly the same way. All of my program outputs have those options on them. Now, of those 8 keys, we also get an extra key, which is thrown in for free with each ME, and that's the clip transition. If I run that now on program preview, you'll see we have a clip there, and it transitions to another source behind it. I can also run that like any other transition on the fader, and you can see it will run at whatever speed I choose to run it at, or with the clip duration on also trans. By double tapping that, I can configure it in the menu, and there's some really easy adjustments for when you want the transition to start and end. So I've gone for a nice quick mix in the middle so that my clean feed still looks good. I've chosen not to link the transitions on my main and sub, so there is no wipe on the sub program on program preview 2. Now, key priority wise, the MLS allows us to change where the transition sits within the stack. You can see that at the moment my transition is sitting underneath the sports TV bug in the corner, but if I went to my clip transition priority menu and brought that right to the top, it's going to go over everything, and now it's completely clean. Now, a great feature on the MLS is the ability to change all 8 keys within the stack individually, priority-wise, and choose exactly where you want them for your effects. So if I come over to ME1, where I've got some assorted boxes there, and I head to ME1's common menu, I can work on the current key priority. This gives me a nice visual grid, and I can choose from top to bottom where I would like everything. So you'll see as I start to change keys, you'll see my boxes jump around and move on top of each other, depending on where I want them. I can snapshot the ME in these configurations, which is a really quick way of changing where the keys sit within the stack, including the clip transition key, as I'm building my effects. Now finally, you might decide that you need more than the 4 MEs given to you by those processor modules, and for that we can use the ME split feature. So, to split an ME, we go to the System Box Config menu, and we have a look over here. Now, it will show you already which block is running which ME. So I'm going to choose ME3, and I'm going to turn on the split. And I'm going to apply that. When I do that, a quick reboot will take place. and going into my ME assign menu, you can see that I now have a free space here on block 4. I can choose to create a new ME from that. There are up to 6 addressable MEs, so I'm going to take ME4, and I now have ME4 ready and good to go in the system. You see there's a small pause whilst the system changes over, and already we are operational. Now, just taking a look at the menu for a moment, I can choose to allocate those 8 keys from the processor module between the 2 MEs I've created in any way I'd like. So for example, if I wanted to go 4 and 4, I've got 2 MEs with a program and preview bus and 4 keys, and you'll see the system just has to change over before it's operational again, which it is now. Or I could go for a 6 and 2 combination, and I could even choose to go 8 on one and 0 keys on the other. So I just have a program and preview bus on ME3 and the full 8 keys on ME4. So I hope that's given you a good overview on the power and flexibility of the ME processor modules in the MLS-X1 switcher and how you can customize them to do what you need for your production.